Hello! Today we are going to be drawing still lifes. We are going to be using contour line drawings to be drawing our still lifes. You'll see in the classroom that there are 4 different still lifes set up. You get to choose which still life you draw. So you can, after this video, go to the table of the still life that you want to draw. The 4 still lifes are a harvest still life with pumpkins and other harvesty things, a spooky still life for people who really like Halloween, a rain and weather still life, and a winter still life with apples and pine cones. So after this video, you can decide which table you want to sit at for today and which still life you want to draw. Please don't draw a still life across the classroom. Actually, go over and sit at that table. You want to be close. In addition, please do not touch the items in the still life. Some of them are balancing on other things, so please do not touch them. So as a reminder, we are working on contour line drawings. Contour line drawings are drawings where you draw the lines, not shade in, and you draw the edges. Not only do you draw the exterior edge, but you draw the interior edges and all the edge information on the object. Today we're doing a still life drawing, and you want to decide which angle of the still life you're going to draw. You need to draw everything that you see, including the fabric or the material, the ribbons, all the leaves and the flowers and the sticks. You're going to be drawing everything you see on that still life, so don't leave anything out. Alright, now we are going to start talking about our materials. As we've been using in class, you can either use the flare pens, or if you prefer, you can use the watercolored pencils. It's totally up to you. Once you are at your table, you will be given a piece of watercolor paper, and it's a really large piece of paper. You will not get another piece of paper, so if you make a mistake on this side, you have 2 options. You can just retrace the line in a different way, and then later on when you add water, it will kind of erase, or you can flip over the piece of paper. Up to you. But each day you only get 1 piece of paper. This paper is expensive. Once you get your paper, with a number 2 pencil, write down at the edge at the bottom, write your name and date. This would be 10/23, but whatever date it is when you're watching this video. Flip the paper over and then you're ready to start. Once you've started drawing, you're going to get something like this. And remember, you want to draw to the very edges of the paper. Okay, so you want to draw big, and you want to draw everything you see. This pumpkin here, it goes off the page. That's totally fine. I chose to use flare pens, and now I have my cup of water and my paintbrush, and I'm going to start to go over my lines and blur them. You want to not only do your drawing this period, but also activate the pen or the watercolor with the water today. Today you're going to do 1 full drawing. I want you to try to draw the whole period unless you're adding the water at the end. As a reminder, the brushes are up at the front, and the water containers are back at the back sink in one of the drawers. If you want to shade an area, don't forget just to add more water and blur the lines. Try to go right up to the edge of the paper. So you can see here, I'm doing that pumpkin. Now I'm gonna move on to another object. I find if I do an object here, let it dry, move to another spot. Now I'm gonna do this apple here. Then that can kind of dry a little bit before I do something next to it. Remember, you wanna draw big because when I add the water, it's gonna blur, and if you draw too small, then you won't really see your detail. Be careful, don't just wipe water all over it, but be careful, take your time, do a nice job. You are going to be graded on if you use contour line, which is a continuous line of the edges, and your neatness and craftsmanship. You're also going to be graded on if you fill the page and blend with water. So those 4 things. So you're going to do a drawing today, and then you're going to do a drawing tomorrow. And then when I come back, you will turn those drawings in. So first I did some water here, now I'm doing some water over here, then I'm doing water over here. I might choose to come back here or over here. I'll do these little berries. These were little berries. And I'm going to encourage the berry look by just making a little circle with my paintbrush. So for example, these I want to be little circles, so I'm making little circle strokes with my paintbrush. Whereas here I want this to just be a line, like these lines, these are stems. So I'm just going to go over the line like that. Again, if there's an area where you felt you made a mistake, just don't emphasize that. Just keep on going. Remember, we're trying not to listen to our inner critic. You might also want to pay attention to where the light hits things. For example, the light is hitting this on this side here, so I'm going to leave that white, but I'm going to fill in this side. In this area here, I had some green berries and I had some brown berries. So first I went through with the brown, and then I went over with the green. So I knew that when I was going to add water, that they would kind of blend a little bit. I also did that here in the pumpkin here, you can see. And here in this pumpkin here. I also did it in the little corn down here. So I have the brown and kind of maroony red corn here. You can use too much water, so just kind of limit your water, especially on this watercolor paper. The paper's made to take a lot of water. Okay, you want to try to get as much of the paper filled. You don't have to get it all filled, but you can see here, like here's where the drapery was or the fabric was. You want to denote that in your drawing. In fact, a lot of times I start with a light color when I draw these, and I draw the fabric first, and then I can go on top of the fabric with other colors. So I'm going to just finish this drawing and I'll come back and show you when I'm done. Please remember to be respectful to the substitute, listen to her and do what she says. Take your time with the drawings, do a nice job, do your best work. You are going to be graded again on this, and have fun.